Alaska, the last frontier. The Airplane Ministry, AFLC Alaska Missions, brings the grace of Jesus to people in Alaska. The missions uses the instruments of God's grace to bring the means of grace to the last frontier. The Airplane Ministry brings the grace of Jesus to the people of Alaska.
Alaska truly is the last frontier. Most areas of the state are not accessible by car. The only reliable means of access is by air. An example of this is the village of South Naknek. South Naknek is a small village less than 1 mile away on the other side of the Naknek River, but it might as well be a world away. There is no bridge across the river, so driving or walking there is impossible. Due to the tides and geography of the land, boating across the river is not practical or reliable. The only reliable and practical way to serve and minister to the congregation or residents of South Naknek is to use one of the Flaps airplanes to fly across the river. Traveling to the villages of Alaska in order to share God's Word can be compared to the circuit riding preachers of old. In years gone by, the circuit riders would use a horse to ride from settlement to settlement, as there was no other means of transportation in order to bring God's Word to the people who might go weeks or even months without hearing it. Our modern-day horse is the airplane. Without airplanes, it would be quite difficult, if not practically impossible, to travel to different villages to share God's Word. Just like the people of old may have gone weeks or months without having God's Word preached to them, we may not be able to get to villages for a time due to weather or other circumstances. Airplanes are not a perfect solution to the transportation needs of ministry in Alaska, but they are the best solution that we currently have. As the Lord allows, the aviation ministry is used to support the other ministries of the Alaska Mission, enabling them to share Christ with the lost and fallen world. Weather permitting, every Sunday we fly to the villages of South Naknek and Ekwok to hold church services. We also fly to South Naknek on Thursday evenings in the summer and Friday afternoons in the winter for weekly Bible study. During the summer, we use the airplanes to fly the VBS team out to share Christ with the children and youth of 6 or 7 villages for a week at a time. The airplanes are also used to support our radio station. There are currently repeaters in 4 other villages that need to be supported and serviced from time to time, and the airplanes are used to reach those villages. My favorite part of the aviation ministry is flying kids and youth to Port Ellsworth to attend Tenalian Bible Camp. Many of the kids I fly come from broken homes where much darkness prevails. For many of them, the 1 week every summer they get to attend Bible camp is their only chance to hear the light of the gospel. Lastly, we occasionally use the airplanes to fly into Anchorage to pick up the supplies needed for our ministries. Some things are quite difficult to ship out here due to size, being hazardous, or the cost involved. Having the airplanes allows us to get the supplies we need in order to keep the various ministries running. In summary, if we did not have the aviation ministry, we, as the Alaska Mission, would be stuck in Naknek. We would not be able to share Christ with remote villages and people. They would be left lost in the darkness.
Alaska, the last frontier, bringing the grace of God through the Airplane Ministry.